Hey guys, Happy Dude here, and I'm going to try out Flight Simulator 2020, and I'm going to give you my first thoughts on the game. First of all, let's take off, let's release the brakes, give it some throttle, and before you know it, we are up in the air. I'm in Cairo, Egypt, by the way. Okay, the first thing that I want to mention is that the loading times are very long on this game. And no, it's not my computer because I have an M.2 storage drive, so that's pretty fast. And what I also want to say is that the game is not that very well optimized. As you can see, 45 FPS. Without OBS, it's 55 and a peak at 60 FPS. And the game graphics are on high end. That's just under ultra. If I put everything on ultra, I'm only getting 30-40 FPS, and that's with a 1080 Ti and a 3700X from AMD. That's an 8-core processor, and as you can see, it's overclocked at 4200 megahertz. They also said it would run on a PC with 8 gig of RAM. I have 16, and as you can see, it uses 12, so I don't think that you can run this game very well if you have only 8 gigs of RAM. And the pilot is clearly not human because I can keep turning my head around. Now the game does look gorgeous and you can fly anywhere in the world. But of course the world is a very big place, so don't expect that every building in the world is correct. Like for instance, I found my city where I live in Belgium, and of course the buildings weren't correct, but they do look very similar. I was searching for the church in my town and the building was correct, but the tower of the church was missing, for an example. But the water and the streets and the highway, that was all correct. Of course, it remains a very big technical achievement, this game. So I hope they can solve the problem with the performance issue with some updates from Nvidia for my graphics card and from Flight Simulator itself. Oh, and the flying itself, of course, is very realistic. And you can even change the hour of the day and the weather while you're flying. Now, if you don't like simulators, you are not going to like this game at all. It's not a fantasy game, there's no action, it's just a simulator, a very realistic looking simulator, the best of its kind. Now, I don't think I'm going to enjoy this game for a very long time. And that's of course because there isn't really anything to do in this game. There's no action. So I think the fun is over once you have flown over every city you want to see from the sky. But of course, that's my opinion. It could be, if you really like simulators, that you have months and months of fun with this game. So you really have to be a person that likes this sort of game. And we are flying at the pyramids. So I'm going to try and land here next to the pyramids. So enjoy the rest of the video.
Landing here. Landing here.
This is going to be tricky. Landing in the sand, up a hill. Whoa, that is my most smooth landing ever in this game. Because I don't fly in real life, of course. But maybe I can now after playing this game. Okay, I'm now going straight to the hotel with my private jet. Make sure you watch until the end of the video. Oh, this bit is fun. You will see the car can drive through the plane, but as soon as you hit the building, crash, and the game is done.